All right, today we have for you a really cool vintage Jazzmaster that I'm very honored to have part of my collection. It's a very late 1964 Fiesta Red with gold hardware Jazzmaster. Now, those of you that are watching, I appreciate you tuning in. You really would help me out, and this channel I'm starting to try to grow, expand, make higher quality videos if you just hit subscribe. I'll give you updates to other cool guitar demos that I do. Now let me just play this for a little bit. I'll tell you a little more about it, all right? Now this is a really rare and lovely piece. Again, that like I said, I'm very blessed and fortunate to have in the collection. Original Fiesta Red finish with a kind of white desert sand style kind of undercoat. This guitar has gold hardware. I don't think the bar is gold. At least if it was, it's worn off by now. But if you look closely, you can, of course, see the faded gold hardware there. Of course, we have the back of the guitar. It has a bit of wear on it as well. If you look closely at the back plate, you can see the gold plated back plate. Tuners as well. Double line cloisons on this. Screws. Even the truss rod has gold on it. That's one way to really tell if you have original gold parts on your Jazzmaster or any vintage Fender guitar. Most of the time they're going to have a gold truss rod cover or truss rod nut, I guess I should say. A lot of times, they'll be retrofitted with gold parts from a basket case guitar. You always want to check the truss rod cover. So let's just play it again some more. Let's go to the next position. And the bridge position. Put the bar back in here. The bar is a vintage bar, I know that. Bad cable, sorry. Now, of course, the Jazzmaster has the two circuits. It has the lead circuit, but also the rhythm circuit. So if you just pop this button up here like this, it takes you to that. Oh. There. Little scratchy switch there. It takes you up just this neck pickup with the tone rolled off. Now what I'm going to do is switch down in the middle of playing from the rhythm circuit to the bridge pickup in the lead to show you the difference. It's pretty subtle, but you can hear it at least. Anyway, a little bit of scratchiness in the switch there, but you get the idea. Now again, this is just a really awesome, very rare color to find on any Fender guitar, let alone an offset with a matching headstock. This one is very late 1964. I've looked over the dates as carefully as I can, and the pickups, the latest date on there are on the pickups that are stamped January 31st, 1964. That means it likely, was shipped out of the factory maybe New Year's Eve, I'm not sure, or maybe a little into January 65. Whatever it is, the specs are, transition. Still has clay dots and a nice chocolate red brown rosewood fretboard. A little bit thicker headstock running this way. If you look, the spaghetti logo earlier guitars, the headstock's just a few millimeters thinner. Not sure why they did that. Veneer rosewood fretboard. Beautiful mint guard that has, of course, the not too uncommon crack on it. That could be repaired, but I'm going to leave it as is. But yeah, really awesome guitar with killer vibe. I'm just so happy to have it. The story on this guitar, probably about 2-3 years ago, it's January 2020 is when I make the video, I saw this pop up on eBay from a seller in Mexico. I ended up passing on it at the time because I just thought it was a little out of my reach, would have cleared me out. I regretted it since then. And immediately popped up shortly thereafter in a United States dealer for quite a bit more money. And it also sold. And again, I regretted buying it the first time. From then, I think it showed up twice in Great Britain on different auction sites. And then eventually it was on Reverb again. And when it came up for Reverb, it was at a reasonable price. And I decided that my Fiesta Red that I missed out on, that now is the time for me to pick it up. So I have this one. This one is not for sale. I'm not sure it ever will be for sale. But nevertheless, this is the 1964, very late 1964, transition logo Fiesta Red Fender Jazzmaster. Thanks for checking it out. And again, if you like the video, check out my other videos and please subscribe to the channel. It's really going to help me make some higher quality videos. I'll be able to invest in a little bit of video recording and audio recording equipment so that you'll be able to enjoy listening to a number of these vintage guitars that I'd like to share with you. Thanks again.